Sunday evening here in Calgary, about to end day 2, the Tim Hortons Brier from the Saddle Dome as our coverage continues. Draw 4 went this afternoon. Let's get you caught up. It was Newfoundland Labrador Brad Gushue, the 2006 Olympic gold medalist, against the Territories and Jamie Cooey. And Brad Gushue in the 8th. He's had his touch so far, and boy, he shows it right here with a draw for 3, as he would go on to win it 8-5 and win 3 in a row right out of the gate. Prince Edward Island, Adam Casey from Summerside and Charlottetown. Remember now, he's come through that pre-qualifying event and playing Team Canada. First time ever at a Brier we have a Team Canada, the John Morris. And in the 7th, Casey with this draw for 1. And that shot stone is that yellow stone sitting top 4. That belongs to Morris. Perfect weight for the single as he goes on to win it, make the final 7-4 to even his record at 1-1. Quebec, Jean-Michel Menard, a former champion of the Brier, against New Brunswick. And in the 2nd, Menard, who won in 2006. Watch this. With the help of the front end, will 1-2 sit there, score 2, and he wins at 8-5 to pick up his first win here in Calgary. And the final game in draw 4, Northern Ontario. The reigning gold medalists out of Sochi, Brad Jacobs, against British Columbia, and Jim Cotter from Vernon and Kelowna clubs, 8th end, and Jacobs. Lovely touch, great draw, wait to score 1, wins at 7-5 to go 3-0. So at the top of the table, you've got Newfoundland Labrador, Northern Ontario. Ontario still undefeated with 2 wins. They're on the ice tonight. And who would have thought at the bottom, heading into the end of a 2nd day here in Calgary, Alberta and Manitoba still looking for their first wins. And coming up in draw 5, as we continue to make history here at the Brier, you'll have your chance to pick from 2 games. On TSN 3 and 5, you'll see New Brunswick and Manitoba with Brian and David. Or you can join Cheryl, Russ, and me for Ontario and Alberta on TSN 1 and 4 as we continue with our coverage, the Tim Hortons Brier from the Saddle Dome. Storming out of the gate, the young guns from Ontario have held their own, now hoping to make it 3 straight. They are all smiles. Mark Kean, Team Ontario, but they're in tough in a primetime game tonight. Early in this Brier, the hometown bright lights, big stage haven't helped Team Alberta. They've lost their first 2. Kevin Cooey now tries to get into the win column against Kean, against Ontario. Draw 5, Brier, it's coming up. And on this Sunday night, we say hello, Canada. Welcome back to our continuing coverage from the Saddle Dome. Cheryl Russ alongside. Ontario is the youngest team here, and right out of the gate, they've won 2 in a row. Are you a little surprised?
Not at all, Becca. Early on, it's a good young team. Struggled early in the year because they're new. They've got to get games under their belt, but it's all about confidence for a young team like this. 3 of Mark Kean's players almost won the Canadian Junior right here in Calgary in 2011. They've got the pedigree. They come from a tough province. Old what's-his-name curls out. He used to curl out of province. They knocked him off. And I think this is the type of team, Vic, that can match up well against a struggling Cooey. They're not afraid to put rocks in play, kick Cooey while he's down.
You're the old what's-his-name. You used to go, but you're with us now. Listen, he has not played well, Kevin Cooey. We know that. The numbers say that, but maybe we have to take into account that he did get food poisoning prior to the first game yesterday.
He did, and you know, this event is tough enough to start with, but to start off when you're not healthy makes it so difficult because it's such a long week. But you know what? His team is playing incredible in front of him. The 3 of them combined are at 94%. So all Kevin has to do is keep using those guys to set up the ends, and you hope your skipper will come along and make some of those makeable shots for you and build on the confidence that he actually needs right now.
The game plan is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. When we come back, it is Ontario, Alberta, as our coverage of the Brier continues.
Everyone's on cloud 9, and it's really the biggest event in the world. Just to get to the Brier is tough to do, and then it's just amazing. This is the most amazing field I've ever seen, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Obviously, this is a new experience for myself, being a home province Brier, hometown Brier, so I'm not worried about that at all. It's just securing a spot in the playoffs, and you know, then it's the hottest team usually wins.
The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years. By M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best. And by Scotties, Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere. Proud to support the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
And so it is. Ontario against Alberta. Time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Mark Kean, skip of Team Ontario. At lead is Scott Gomer Howard. At second, David Splash Mathers. At third, Matt Camberger Cam. And we play out of the Fenland Falls Curling Club.
Hi, I'm Kevin Cooey, skip of Team Alberta. Our lead is Ben Hebert, second Brent Lang, third Mark Kennedy, and we curl out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary, Alberta.
As the teams take their final practice slides, it will be Ontario playing the Redstones that has the last rock. Mark Kean out of Fenland Falls against Alberta, and Kevin Cooey. Kathy, we mentioned that he suffered food poisoning just prior to stepping onto the ice yesterday. How's he feeling tonight?
Well, it's small. It's very small steps. And I talked to John Dunn before the game, and they knew that with the food poisoning that Kevin Cooey had, it probably wasn't a good decision to play him this morning after being up. But he decided that he wanted to play. He calls him a warrior for wanting that, and the team knew that going in, that he probably wasn't going to be at his best. And so there has been no discussions about, is he throwing the intern wide? There's been no discussions about icing. It is about realizing that this man has been sick, and they know that when he kicks back in, they expect the real Kevin Cooey to arise.
Well, everybody was concerned about him yesterday, Kathy. The officials made their room available to him. They said, if you need an official timeout, we'll give it to you if you need to suddenly leave the ice. And he did look pale. I mean, some of it came from the results and some of the shot making, certainly, but he was not well yesterday.
Wade's good. No, it's good.
Well, right now.
Wade's good.
Well, they find themselves in a bit of a hole here, too. And as Cheryl said in the opening, 94% by the other three players. Kevin kicks it in, which you know he will. He'll be fine, but they got to do it soon.
Well, I'm going to suggest to you, Cheryl, tonight at 0-2, it's a must game. You got to have this one tonight. You got to get some confidence going. You've got to get on the board with a win.
No, for sure. Like, you need to see that, mostly for Kevin. And you know what I've really liked about the three in front of Kevin is they've been trying to rally around him and just talk about the game and build some confidence back for him. It's interesting with a new team. They may not have encountered this before because they're a new team. So when Kevin is struggling or not feeling well, are they doing the things for him that he needs, you know, to get the best out of him as soon as possible?
Well, you're referring to all the chatter. I mean, they did. The rest of the team was calling shots up and down the ice, maybe feeling that they had to do it for the skip. I'm not so sure. You would know better, Russ. If you're not feeling well, do you want that input from your for your teammates?
Probably not. Probably, especially when you're not feeling well. It's kind of like, let me throw, let me think. I used to find that I need an extra second when I wasn't feeling well to just kind of process it all. If somebody's going, no, we got to do this, we got to do this, and it can bother you. But whoops.
Yeah.
Is picked on the way down and unusable now. But I think you'd have to ask Kevin how he feels about it, because some people want the input. I played with a lot of input. I liked it from Glennon because, you know, the three players underneath Kevin Cooey could write a book on strategy, any one of them. So it's good to have it. It's just sometimes it's at the wrong time. Maybe.
Well, and you don't know with John Dunn. Maybe they have sat down and talked about it, and maybe Kevin said, "Hey, I'm just not thinking clearly. I do need a little." You know, you don't know what the discussion has been, but for sure, it's a different team you see when you have one individual, you know, not firing on all cylinders as usual.
Yep. You're okay. You're okay.
They're going to bounce and not overlap out front. Shot rock belongs to Ontario, sitting center line, top four. They do have the hammer in this first.
Now look at this call. You're playing the great Kevin Cooey in his home backyard here, and they're just going to go right around. It's a very confident team. They play aggressively. And Vic, we were doing the opening, so I didn't get a count, but I thought Alberta threw 5 draws to the button. 4 or 5 for sure. And they lost the draw to the button.
Yeah, so how many did Ontario make it?
Like that, it has to be on the pin to have the second throw.
We're there.
And I can't confirm, but it was 4, maybe 5 draws to the pin. Here's another one.
Okay. Hey, bud. Fine.
To the back edge of the 4. So in the foreground, you see John Dunn. He's a psychologist at the University of Alberta, has worked with the National Alpine Biathlon teams, and has been working with Kevin for a long time. And then his longtime friend, Jamie Kean, who is has a great resume of his own curling in Alberta, but they have been together for years. And he was the alternate on that 2010 team that won a Canadian and World Championship, and he has been the alternate through their championship year last year and on to the Worlds in Beijing.
Great shot. Further to that, Vic, Jamie is a good friend for Kevin, and I'm sure they've chatted a lot back and forth, and he's trying to get his best, out of Kevin and talk to him and see what he needs out there as well.
Should ask. Boys, let's see what this 4 for line's doing. These are going to be important tonight, I think. Watch this then.
Weight's real nice.
Easy. Close.
Now for the viewers, we're right back in sheet D. It's our 3rd trip on D already, and we've talked about a little bit more curl, or quite a bit more curl once across the center line. The same way this rock's going. Over curled.
Hey, bud.
He's going to curl more of this draw, buddy.
You're moving hard.
I think what's scary about the Alberta team is they're #1 overall with Kevin struggling like he is. So Kevin starts to fire and look out.
Yeah, don't let him out of the cage.
Curl it up a hair.
Still looks like Max.
I don't think so.
What are you looking for? That's
ready.
control.
That gold medal, of course, coming in Vancouver as part of Kevin Martin's great team.
You got it. Go.
And trying to roll it over and behind, and he almost totally buries it. Maybe just showing a corner.
See enough?
Yeah, I got a quarter. Yeah.
You like this? Not really. I don't like this.
I kind of like
run right in there, Matt.
You do?
Yeah. Open center. I thought so too.
They like to run.
Sure. Peel. Make this
When you see a quarter, it's a tough shot. You ever breeze by it, you're not happy. So run this back. If you don't make it, at least you roll somewhere out of the way.
Got less than a quarter.
So in Matt Cam, David Mathers, Scott Howard, you've got that 2011 Ontario junior team that lost the national final to Braden Muscowie. And of course, Braden Muscowie is here.
We were going across the top.
He's just 1 sheet over, or 2 sheets over, I guess, and playing with Manitoba. Reed Carruthers trying to win there first.
Surprised because yours ran pretty nice and straight.
2/3 tight mark.
Okay, boys, let's sew it up good. Probably just inside middle. Perfect.
It'll be interesting. This is their first out turn here. They obviously had a few practice shots, but it might not curl as much as they think.
It's a good push, Mark. Needed it. No, I know. It's light. We're definitely halfway.
That's good. Line's good.
Halfway.
Line's good.
Just halfway. Just half. Leave.
Yep.
We're just half.
Keep it
Not
going,
even
guys.
half.
It's going to have to curl.
Let's go.
Easy. Easy.
No.
Easy.
It doesn't need a curl.
Shoot, Mark.
Good, Mark. Good job, bud.
Good sweep, guys.
Okay, should tell him to stop it?
What I'm talking about here is there's massive finish over this way. If you go the other turn, it still goes beautifully, but not nearly as much. So therefore, this exact shot that was just thrown by Mark doesn't really finish as much as you were coming maybe around this guard. So everything goes in this direction, just a little bit.
No, 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 no.
No, just pick it.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
I'm easy either way. I really like the tight guard. I'd love to see Mark draw in the first. That's fine.
I can do. He's still freezing.
He's still
right?
freezing, yeah. Tap.
Worst case, he makes a triple and.
Could also split it.
Yeah. I think the best is to just tap it a hair across.
Yeah, cross
right?
it a hair. Absolutely.
They threw a guard on it the first time, Cheryl. Now that it's down to the skip rocks, if they throw another guard, Mark Kean can't get out of the mess, so you might as well draw around everything and score possible too. So I like the change in changing gears here.
Yeah, I do too, and I think
We're wondering if it's any pressure.
puts a little bit. You're kind of shutting down the forfeit a little more. Might put some pressure on a draw at the end or a difficult double.
So
I would just add maybe a couple feet, Kev.
add 5 feet.
Wait. Weight's here. Lots of weight.
Well then.
Lots of weight.
Little extra
Lots
right
of weight. Back 8. Back 4.
No. We're bumping
Weight's
back
good.
4.
Weight's good.
No.
Bumping back 4.
No.
Yep. All the way back.
Yep.
Heavy.
Yep.
Okay,
Whoa.
Whoa, it's good there. Whoa, 6.
Good shot,
Good, Kev.
Kev.
Good
shot,
shot.
And they bump it back 4. Could
That's
they
perfect weight.
have been, or would it have been better maybe just to hold it, hit it straight back, because they've really bumped it into the open.
Yeah, you don't want it in the open, and I just heard Kevin say might have picked a little bit.
Is that harder than hitting and rolling?
Well, the hit and roll, then he nuts that, then I have a pretty hard shot for one.
Okay, what do you like?
There.
All right.
Or you throw that double.
It's tough, though. It swings
You guys
real.
like this?
We haven't thrown one here in practice at all.
Play this.
They like the hit and roll.
That's not an easy hit and roll either. Nice, okay, let's try it.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Back?
Yeah.
I don't know what weight is, Dave. Do you? I'm sure it's okay.
Sweeper's pretty hesitant on throwing a draw down there. They just haven't seen one or swept one down there.
I think they're a little worried too if they roll perfectly underneath cover. Cooey runs it back and sticks it. It's hard to score.
I think that grabbed the hair, like it really spun.
Well, let's check in on Saskatchewan and the territories. First look at them. Shot stone belongs to Saskatchewan. This is a draw for a couple.
It is, and it is the exact same shot that Steve threw on his first one. Drew to the 4-foot, Jamie hit and rolled out, and so it is the same shot, needs full 12-foot.
Steve Laycock, Saskatchewan champions out of the Nutana Curling Club in Saskatoon against Jamie Cooey from the territories. And no Yukon territories combination this year. Separate entries out of the Yellowknife Curling Club.
Too yellow.
And 2 it is. So a nice start for Laycock at 1-1.
Knew I did.
I know I asked you this yesterday, and I don't understand why, and I think it's something that's
Trying the nose, you trying the roll?
missing. You want to always practice. We heard again, you know, we never threw one down here in practice. There was a time everybody was responsible for a piece of ice in practice. And I understand you're always practicing because the draw to the button is what is so important to get the hammer. But to me, that's a mistake if you don't know a piece of ice after practice.
Yeah, it's hard to argue that, other than it would be tough to figure out the entire sheet. And that draw to the button is so important.
Good shot, Kev.
Here's a good example here. You know, you're looking at 3 here, and you know, you at least have hammer to bail yourself out.
Taking just off edge 8 here.
Sorry, Beck, I heard Mark Kennedy say they really wanted to push Mark Kean to the draw on his last one. So
Same as draw to the button. Okay.
Nice positive throw.
Yep.
Just 26 years of age. A lot of success has come quite quickly for this team in their first year together to win the Ontario Championship.
Lot of room. Lot of room.
And full 8 is what he needs.
Can't yet.
Ooh, it's out wider than they've been.
Mathers on the left.
Go hard.
Howard on the right.
You got it. Go,
There's a lot of pressure right out of the gate here for these young men. Full 8. They need full 8. Full 8. Full 8. Drag it a little bit more. And they'll get it there.
That was a big set.
Wow. Good sweep.
A draw against 3. Kean gets the single.
They've struck a bunch.
You just told Mark.
Let's continue with our updates. You know, Kathy, we talk about Alberta, the pressure on Kevin Cooey. Think about Manitoba now. And pressure on this young man, Reed Carruthers, winless in his first 2. Last stone as he plays New Brunswick and the team from St. John, Jeremy Mallet.
And New Brunswick made a great run back on their 3rd stone, and that put Manitoba into some trouble. And so he faces 2. He's elected to play a soft weight shot. And there's your single.
That will get him on the board, looking for win number 1. Reed Carruthers out of the West St. Paul Curling Club. And Prince Edward Island and Jim Cotter, BC. Prince Edward Island, skipped by Adam Casey. They blanked the first. PEI will take the last drop to 2 as we welcome you back on this Sunday night to complete day 2 of the Tim Hortons Brier from the Saddle Dome in Calgary. And Ontario make their draw against the 3, get into the top 8. And so here in the second, Alberta will have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
Good line on that draw by Scotty, but not enough depth, and they can certainly get around it even to the inside here.
Heavy hack. Clean. Whoa. Almost board.
Yeah, placement of those guards is so different when you're on arena ice. You really have to make sure you get them as tight as you can, dependent upon how much curl there is.
No. Oh, good shot, Benny. That's good. Toss. Just an inch. Can I wait? Board.
David Mathers.
Yep. Just board.
Yes.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep.
Wait. Whoa.
Whoa.
Wait's real good.
Whoa.
Yep. Yep.
A little lighter than Ben Hebert's. It should curl.
Right to it. Right to it.
And got the roll underneath and just pops out into the open through the hole.
That's one thing, even these young teams, you see them there working on that down weight. We've watched that all this year where, you know, the top teams are doing it, but that's allowing these younger teams to see it and follow along as well and play that down touch shot weight and get so much more out of a shot.
When I was playing, that's where you'd catch that young team, wouldn't it? They'd hit and roll out on that shot, throwing it too hard, and then you'd have a free try. But you're right, really, really well-educated teams that come to these events now.
Hard! 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 Right to it! Hard, Kev, hard, hard,
They're trying to jump it over behind their own corner and tuck a piece.
Well, it's got to be going to school on these teams. You know, you're playing against them, you're watching them on TV, you're seeing how they're getting to where they are, and you just do the same things, follow along, and next thing you know, you're out here.
A little more. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Pretty firm.
Right off.
Yep.
Pretty firm. Whoa. Right off.
Here's the example of what we talked about that you really don't want to do. This has got a hair extra here.
Yep, yep.
Now John put back the other way. Well, there is a Howard in the Brier. I think that people may be surprised at Scott because they expected that man, Glenn, to be there. And it's more difficult, he admits, obviously, watching his son. He didn't even make the Ontario Provincials this year.
Hair less.
He's working that gum over pretty good.
Yeah.
Hair less. Yep.
Nerves.
Whoa. Definitely less. Yes! Yes! Whoa! Hard! Yes! Hard!
And in behind the corner.
Beautiful, beautiful shot.
Kathy, you do some coaching, but it's difficult to watch the children, I'm sure.
Oh, it's brutal to watch the children. It's way harder because you want them to do so well. But I talked to Scott and asked him if his 3 times here as an alternate for his father helped him out, and he really felt that it helped the team pre-Brier. So talking about the media expectations, talking about the autograph signing, and the 2 days when you get here and all you want to do is play and you can't. And he really felt the reason that they've started off so well is because they were so prepared for what to expect.
Yeah, he was with the team when they won their Canadian World Championship in 2012. And he's also got, I mean, the coach of this team is also their 5th player. That's Brian Cochran. But Glenn, when asked, has volunteered his opinion. And one of the things he did say to them, Russ, was to keep it a little bit more simple. You're going in, you're diving into the deep end here at the Brier. So let's learn to swim before we start to make it a meet.
Great advice, because you've got it 3 underneath Kevin Cougar curling 94%. So you got to be careful you don't try to dance too much with those guys.
And in Brian Cochran, you've got somebody that has won one Ontario Provincial. That was back in 2003. He had been to 16 Ontario Provincials, and his idea too was, guys, let's just come out, get the feet wet, and then we'll go after them.
Well, and I think that's why the success comes quicker for these younger teams, because they get those coaches with that experience and they get the opportunity to play even at a 5th at a Brier, and it helps so much when you get here.
Hey, it's close.
We started 4-1 in our first Brier, and then you're going to the north-south banquet, and you're going to this, and you're going to that, and you're getting to the bank. They asked you to be there at 6. You're there at 6, and for the cocktail hour, whatever it was. And anyways, the media, the up close and personals, the interviews, and we lost 5 of our last 6 games.
Well, yeah,
we're not prepared.
Well, time management, I think that's one of the biggest things that you have no idea how to figure out when you get here for the first time.
That Cam got one. Oh, and he'll slide underneath, but he'll push that stone out from behind cover.
Good speed for Matt Cam there. His numbers are really good too, 91%. Kick that open makes a big difference.
Okay, that's fine. Throw you back 8, back 12.
Just 4 or 5 feet more.
At the most. You guys didn't even touch that one.
Just going to try and get a little bit of an inside roll and tap their own yellow on it back as far as they can for some separation.
It's a wonderful call, but these shots can work out so badly sometimes. You set up a gimme double.
Whoa, T-line. Weight's good. Back 4.
Mark Kennedy throwing the third stones. If you're just joining us, when Kevin Couey goes to throw, it'll be Brent Lang that manages the house. And the shooter rolls under. The other stone goes back edge of the floor.
Wow, such a great shot.
It's just brilliant.
Because really what you're trying to do there is do something with your shooter, get it behind the guard. You know this back one's going to be open for them to play, but now you've got a rock buried, and you can pretty much go anywhere in the wings to sit up for your deuce.
Just mentioned how good Matt Cannon was, 91%, but guess who's at 92? Beautiful shot.
Weight's real good. Little firm.
Skip stones here into it. Mark Kean.
Never.
Stay close.
Never know. Not even on it yet.
And it came up just enough, and he won't be able to hold the shooter.
Again, the side against the boards is going to run that little bit straighter, and you wonder if the veteran skip can pick it up quicker than the young skip.
By freeze, we're just going to force him.
Right on it.
Prince Edward Island and British Columbia. Adam Casey against Jim Cotter after the blank in 1. And it appears that British Columbia is sitting 2. Is there anything hidden there that I don't see?
Yes, there is.
Oh.
There's
I've learned my lesson.
Before I jump all over you. No, you're wrong. No, there is, again, it is against 3.
Hart, you gotta go hard. Hard.
Adam Casey won his first earlier today.
Jim Cotter rolled out on his final stone, or it would have been against 4. So he's trying to play just a soft way to make sure he sticks around.
Good sweep, guys.
Anything else to say?
What?
That's 1 red.
Okay, there you go. PEI with an early lead. Both teams at 1-1. Jim Cotter coming off that loss earlier today to Northern Ontario, which was our featured game. In a decision where he may have regretted going for the bundle in the 9 and then ended up giving up a steal of 2 instead against Brad Jacobs.
No, it's gonna stop.
Sit.
Real good, Kev. Good shot.
Really good shot. That's an aggressive play.
Just had to curl an inch. Nice shot.
Shade less weight or.
Could have gone to the open side. I would think what Team Ontario would do is just hit it to concede the 2.
Speed's the same, Mark. Draw the button.
Well, Saskatchewan sitting 1 final stone, or are they sitting the deuce?
They are.
They are. I just didn't see it, I guess.
It's been one of those ends where Jamie's really been chasing the entire time. He buried on his first one, but Steve Laycock able to get it out. But with those 2 on the wings, it is the draw force.
Oh, there it is. Thank you very much. That's why the draw for the single. Territories on the board.
I think that's good enough.
Top 8 right now.
Tight. Easy if you can. Line's good.
Line's good. Play the weight.
No bounce.
Line's great. Play the weight.
Line only.
Line only.
Play the weight.
Line's
Well,
good.
they haven't let
Play the
up,
weight.
have they, Mathers or Howard?
Line's
Really good.
Line's good.
We're kind of heavy.
No bounce.
Weight
Line's
only.
good. Yep.
Play the line.
Whoa,
Play the
whoa.
line. Weight's there.
Weight only.
Clean it. Right
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Boy, it just sort of jumps on them.
It's good.
Great shot.
Wow.
Attaboy. Sweet, buddy.
Great judgment. Howard, Mathers, nice throw. Kean.
That was the problem with Kevin playing his shot, even though Kevin made a beauty and put a ton of pressure on this young skip. But they did draw the pin 3 times in a row at the start of the game, so they knew that shot.
Just too much for that.
Right away. Nice shot from Brian Cochran.
T-line 2.
Little chat with his 26-year-old skip, Mark Kean. So draw the side of the button with his last, trying to get a deuce out of the second.
I think it's good. Line's okay.
Real good.
T-line. Line looks good, boys.
Get a little tight.
Yep. Line's good.
Kennedy,
Line's perfect.
Hebert,
Line's perfect.
doing what they do so well.
Whoa, line's good. Line's good.
Piece of the button. Nope.
Piece of the button, boys. Piece of the button, fellas. Just like that. Looks like he's feeling just fine. Thank you. Kevin Cooey, Mark Kean. Shot for shot. First one is Ontario, and Kean having to show a little touch here, just trying to make it a little tougher. Very nice by this 26-year-old rookie skip.
Well, and if the pressure is bothering him, he's not showing it at all. He bounces off it all on this shot, and he leaves Cooey a chance for a 3 and freezes it right on the face.
And so all that's left is the side of the button for Kevin Cooey, who has lost his first 2, and of course coming back from that food poisoning.
And you want to do what Mark Kean did, is put pressure on a struggling skip. Threw it to the brush, who's got the best in the business with these 2 guys. They judge it perfectly right on the spot, and maybe he is out of the cage.
For the 2, the key shots brought to you by Scotty's, Canada's favorite brand of facial tissue.
Fully.
So here in 3, it'll be Ontario that once again has the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Redstones. Center line guard goes up. Around comes Ontario.
Hard liner, come on.
And now this is the second lead stone for Ben Hebert.
Really gotta go. Really gotta go for everything. Come on. Through. Come on. Through. Gotta go. Weight's close.
Wait only.
Easy.
Wait only.
Lock it. Lock it. Lock it. Yep.
Keep going. It's coming down a little.
Good sweeping, guys.
Unbelievable. Look at that. It's over curled by a foot, and they still get to it and freeze on the nose. Nice judgment.
Yep.
Easy.
Hold the pen.
Weight's good. T-line. Hair more. You got your little tap.
It's not curling. It's got to come up. Close.
T.
Stay close.
Yep.
Whoa.
Should curl here.
Yes.
T.
Hard. Hard. Go hard.
Yep.
Go. Keep in.
Good shot.
Very nice.
We watched in the game this afternoon where that was where they lost a few of them. They just bust on them. So staying on them early is making a difference.
I'm impressed with the brushing from the young team in Ontario. They haven't made any errors. You know, you could easily with this big
Dead
crowd get a
nose,
little
sliver across.
pumped
Get
up
away
and brush
with
it a foot too far.
Guard there, Langer, in the nose.
This was a slight angle here. They can run this in if it's perfect. They might even sit too yellow. Langer can stick it.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Real close. Yep. Whoa. Oh, Langer. Get him.
Oh, boy, that's a couple of perfect runbacks by Brent Lang. We're only in the third.
Baby.
He had a game last game. I think he was 100%.
He's exactly right.
I don't even want to talk to you or touch you right now.
Hey, just trying to play like the old Alberta. Settle down, Kennedy. Settle down. You're playing third soon.
The old Alberta second.
Which is that man sitting beside him. Oh, there's a little hack waiter. Wow.
Yep.
Oh, he stuffed it, and it'll spill to the edge of the 8-foot. Shooter remains out in front.
Missed it light.
Playing lead all those years?
Missed it light. A little more cheese. Wasn't hard enough.
See a different Alberta out here, can't you? They're joking around. The skipper made up two beauties.
Yeah, I think so.
Good. I like it.
We're there.
Full 8 foot.
Through.
Fight the 4.
Wait only.
We can wait. We're full 8.
Oh, then.
Line's going to be good.
Just full 8.
Gonna have to curl a little
We're not
more.
heavy.
Oh, line's going to be good.
Hard now. Hard now.
Half in the 4 at least.
Hard, guys. Curl
Go,
again.
Mark.
Come on.
Hard.
Oh, you got it.
Hard.
Keep going. Go. No. Good.
Yeah, do you like Jesper?
Well, Manitoba trying to win their first are sitting 1 T-line, 4-foot and covered. That's what's facing New Brunswick. And their skip, Jeremy Mallet.
Wow, well done.
From the Thistle St. Andrews in St. John.
Well, on Reed's final shot, he played the guard on his own shot stone. For sure, New Brunswick was looking on the angles because they have 2 other stones in the house, but with that guard that's just coming into play on the right there, it is the force for the draw. Needs to get full 4.
Nice shot, buddy.
You know, he's looked cool as well. First Brier for another 26-year-old skip.
I like the tighter one.
Just tight.
Yeah, I think so. He doesn't make the double field. He's in big trouble.
Yeah, top 12s.
Fighter, maybe,
Dave
yeah.
just missed the run back. Heard it.
Top 12.
We're going real tight.
Yeah. It's a line shot, real tight.
Those runbacks are a little bit like when you play golf. If you miss the fairway by a little bit, you're right behind a tree. If you miss it by a mile, you're on the other fairway and you're fine. And that's what happened there. He was so close, he got caught. Now there's a guard that's usable
Line's good.
for Mark.
Where are we? Tight guard. Hey. Tight guard. Okay, not in yet.
Looks tight. Looks heavy.
A lot of room. It's just tight. What? Stay with it.
Line's perfect.
Cross the line. Yep.
Go, Benny. Go, Benny.
Okay, well,
Get a little separation here.
Yep. Good.
I thought you'd forgotten that game you played with me.
We're on the front 9, Vic.
Army golf, left, right.
Perfect positioning.
The hair high.
Well, that's what the three of them have been doing. The games we've seen, just their weight has been perfect. Nothing behind the tee line. They use their sweepers on every shot. We watched that first game. Poor Ben and Mark were exhausted by the third end.
Hard! Whoa, hard! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, goodness.
Great shot.
Matt Cam.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Okay.
Pumpy. I don't need much more, do I?
So straight.
Brilliant.
Cam. Hurt my leg.
For him to get something good here, you could just go here if you want.
That's true. Don't mind that either, boys.
Sure, Kev.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's the button?
We got to even those up, okay?
Yeah, even it up.
They're going to. Your brain says keep some separation between the two yellows, so there's no double. But by doing that, you go around the corner guard, and that's exactly what Ontario wants you to do. Play around that corner guard without hammer, you can be stung.
Yeah, and they'll try and get this at least to tee line. So if they make the hit and roll behind the corner, that at least it's going to be behind the tee.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Even them up. Come on, Brent.
How are we doing?
Come on, Brent. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I got you.
Looks pretty good.
Easy.
Right to every room.
Whoa, 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 whoa. No, you can't try to double off that one. Anyway.
Yep.
That's pretty flat.
I think that's as good as anything.
No, let's roll here.
I'm with
That's
you.
okay. It's okay, yeah.
Okay. Kind of weight.
You like board?
Sure.
Ontario will try and group them and maybe get out of this with a blank attempt if they can group all the rocks and somebody leaves a double.
Solid board. Weight's really good.
Real close. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Hard.
Gotta go. Whoa. Whoa.
Just really soft in the way.
Leave it. This long double.
Come on, yeah.
Heavy boards.
I'm hoping to roll that one closer to the yellow.
I heard him say something about just being soft, so I don't know if he meant weight or if it was a little soft on the release, but
Heavy board.
either way, it curled right away.
Again on the swingy side again. This one should run pretty straight. It should be able to hold this one.
It's good. Easy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Prince Edward Island, British Columbia. Let's drop in there, and it's PEI sitting the two final stone for Jim Cotter coming up.
Both skips really pushing each other. Adam Casey made a double to lie two. Jim Cotter made a great hit and roll behind. Adam Casey made a run angle. So lots of great shots, as I think as the teams get more comfortable with the ice. It is a forced draw to the, well, full 8 foot will do.
For Jim Cotter out of the Vernon and Kelowna curling clubs. And in a 5th appearance at the Brier. Last year's runner-up, of course.
Wait.
Jim with John Morris,
Clean, yep.
part of the team. And John Morris this year is skipping Team Canada, first time ever.
Okay, good.
He looked very good today, except for that one decision in 9. He looked very comfortable with his draw weight.
Had to keep it
Cotter.
straight.
Kevin Cooey rolled the wrong way.
Whoa. Holy. Terrible throws. Knows it. Yep.
Mark Kean.
Hard.
Kicks it sideways.
He just came out really offline. You could see him try to get back. And
Just trying to overthrow it, maybe?
yeah, I think just a little too much weight. Threw himself off when he kicked out.
I'm going to throw a shade more weight, I think. Sure.
Just control.
Because I'd love to see
Saskatchewan continues to lead 2-1 over the Territories after a blank in 3. And Steve Laycock has the last rock in 4.
Throw a bit more weight.
control. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. That, to me, may be the, call it a difficulty for this Kean team, will be just to control the emotion. Just on something like that. You know, we've talked about how lively the stones are. You don't have to overthrow anything.
Real hard! Hard, Benny! Hard! Hard!
This is a big brush for Hebert and Kennedy. Oh, dear. It'll sit there.
Shot, Kev.
Blanks there.
That works.
Great sweeping to hold this.
Ended up being about the same.
Not too bad.
Ended up being the same weight.
Still a lot more than I guessed that too.
Yeah.
I love
Big
this
weight speed here. If you can hit about a solid 2/3, 3/4,
half.
you might be able to get this one high enough that your shooter will roll out that way.
Yep. Okay.
Needs some speed though.
Yep.
Nice clean. What do you think it's going to do here? Not curl, eh?
No, hold on.
Okay.
Right at Mark. Full curl.
Yep. Yep.
So final stone for Mark Kean, looking for the blank.
Hard! Whoa. Yes! Yep.
Howard Mathers.
Whoa.
Kean calling line, get one, back it up.
Yep.
More. Oh, no.
Might be a stick.
Yeah, you may want to.
White.
Brent Lang. Oh, dear.
That's
Oh,
close.
dear.
Yeah.
If you've got to look at it twice, pull out the measuring stick.
And that's what they'll do.
He's making your job tough tonight, eh? Calling the line.
Close your eyes.
I don't know what he's doing.
Well thrown stone.
Trying to keep up with Cooey.
Did he have to hit this a little thinner?
Thicker, I
Thicker?
think.
Yeah, actually thicker, yep. Thicker, you'd get the second one thinner and get more action on
Okay.
it.
Don't often see this measuring stick.
Set it where the broom was.
Hoping for the blank.
Yeah.
And around we go. Ooh.
That's close.
Wow. This goes to show you. The blank. It remains 2-1 Alberta. 44 curlers started the week with a chance to drive away in an all-new 2015 Ford F-150, the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. That number, well, it was trimmed down to just 2. And in the final, Colin Hodgson goes rock to rock against Saskatchewan's Stellan Myers. And the lead from Manitoba, making his first Brier appearance, comes up big when he needed to. In the final round, already in front, Hodgson would ice it, scoring a maximum 5 on the double takeout. Colin Hodgson wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on Canada's best-selling pickup, the Ford F-150. And so let's check in on Mr. Hodgson as he throws the lead stones for the Manitoba champions, Reed Carruthers out of West St. Paul, trying to win their first, Kathy.
Well, and for Reed, it's the same shot as he threw on his first one. It is the hit and the stick. Jeremy did the same thing, and it did not roll, so it is wide open.
Playing Jeremy Mallet from Thistle St. Andrews in St. John, who comes in with a record of 1-1. Some familiar names here. Derek Samolgowski played with Rob Fowler. This is his second appearance. And of course, Braden Moscow, we mentioned the 2011 Canadian junior champion when he lived in Saskatchewan. 2 for Manitoba to take a 3-1 lead. Big scoreboard here at the Saddle Dome. People here watching what you're watching at home. And our featured game, Ontario, Alberta, the blank in 3 after that measure means that once again, Ontario will have the last rock here in 4 playing the Redstone.
Air tap.
Why isn't it?
Go around it. Oh,
We could.
around it.
We're just kind of to it, Mark.
Great blank shot by Mark Kean there. It was one of those ones that wasn't too much danger. He hits a dead on, he scores one, he hits half a rock, it goes onto that catcher. He wouldn't blank, but at least he'd get his one. I don't think there was too much danger of a steal of a point, but still all the same. Great throw.
Okay.
Seen this happen before, this under curl, going away from the boards. It's just a little bit of the straighter side, and it catches everybody now and then.
Board.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Weight's perfect.
Oh, it's a little extra weight.
off.
Yeah, it's a little heavy. A little heavy.
It's funny how things go round.
Yeah, that's good. A little heavy.
Like that?
Brent Lang.
Yeah, I like that.
This is the youngest Ontario team, some are suggesting, since that John Morris team back in the early 2000s.
Okay.
Right. When they came to the Brier, and Brent Lang was part of that team, and they went all the way to the final. Remember losing to...
I remember quite well. They beat me in the semifinals. I remember really well.
to Randy Furby. So interesting how the years go by. And now here's this young Ontario team.
Normal? Hey, bud.
Well, didn't you say Kevin Cooey was the oldest skip here?
Yeah.
At the age of 40 now.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Want to bite the top 4, guys?
Just bite. Top 4.
Well, the point was made, Russ, you know, when you have the retirement of Kevin Martin, who many people was perennial. I mean, it was between him and Cooey for so many years out of this province. Alberta, and then your brother.
Yep.
And now Jeff Stoughton has announced that he's going to retire from the game. So that brings the average age down quite a bit. You know?
Got to get it to center, Benny. Hard. Yep. Hard, guys. Yep. Hard. Never off. Go, go, go.
You get the feeling here, Cheryl, right now that Alberta has a little momentum. They're feeling better. There's not as much chatter. They're making shots. And Ontario right now is making half shots. They're surviving, really, at this point.
They are. Like you could see Alberta. They look pretty excited to see Kevin. I think even in their draw to the button, nail it on to the pin, and then again when he had to in the first end. And you know what? They just walk down there and go, hey, he's back. And then you see everybody get quiet and they just play the game like they kind of need to, and they normally do.
Our first thought was runner back, but
I've liked this Kean team, though. They don't seem afraid or nervous. They just got to get their rocks in a little bit better position. And I think figuring out sometimes just the spots in the ice more so that they've got caught a little bit on the straight side compared to the swingy side.
Weight's real good.
And if there's any advantage, you got two great teams here. If there's any advantage here, obviously the experience on the other side of the with the other colored rocks has to be an advantage on this sheet, because it's a pretty tricky sheet.
Close. Yep. Shooter. Yep. Hard. Cool.
Go, big Scott.
Go.
Shot. Okay.
For Mark Kean and his team, well, it was a win over John Epping after they had lost in the 1-2 page playoff, then got by Peter Corner in the semifinal. And again, you know, what goes around comes around. Kean and Howard, they used to play with Epping, and Epping changed his team, and then they formed this team, and guess who gets the upper hand in the final? The new team, as he beats the old team.
Very true.
So, and it's happened here when you think about the John Morris team picking up the three former teammates of Kevin Cooey after last year. A lot of shuffling this year, it seemed to be, in the curling world. As we drop in on Northwest Territories and Saskatchewan. And this looks like it could be for a bundle.
It is. Jamie Cooey tried the double on his final stone. He scattered the yellows to the wings. Those are the ones you see on the outside, but the stone that he threw, the shot stone, is open for Steve Laycock for 4.
This is the team that people think may be the sleeper in all this.
They're solid, especially if they get up. A great hitting team.
That's typical of Saskatchewan, but they've also, Kathy, gotten the soft game again, and it's through the people like Steve Laycock.
Clean. I think we're okay.
By the guard, and sit there, and yes, count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, Saskatchewan.
Pretty tight ice. I didn't want to beat you.
Just board. Yeah.
Nice soft weight here. They should get a little roll.
Center line, Dave. Center line. It's really good. Great shot.
The angle's really good for them on that. Play anything at it, and it goes on to the yellow on the left.
So many teams would try to hit and roll right underneath the guard because that's your initial reaction, but that's an even better spot.
I think you're gonna like T-line and just get a little bit low. Leave us lying.
Just worried about when you line one.
He'll never lie one if you get
Try
low.
and just roll and pop out here and
you can get right in
uncue
there.
this. Sort of a shade more than you threw on that tap and roll.
Shade more?
Shade more.
So he wants to try to bump the red and roll underneath the guard.
Actually, the same is pretty good.
Yeah, I like this. Try and hit half of that or a third even. Yeah.
The rock that's hurting him is the yellow one that's behind the red. So just, as Kevin put it, unlock it. Back 4, back 8 weight. Try to get to the inside. If you don't get to the inside, you'll kick this red Ontario rock in for shot rock underneath the center guard. So
it's nice.
Mark's got to scare the guard here.
Back 8. Wait, hold there. Close. No. Back 4, back 8.
Back 12 maybe.
Yeah, we're a little hot.
Clean.
No.
Back
heavy.
12.
We're heavy.
Right on.
Really got to get low. Walk. Walk. Langer.
No.
Okay. Not bad.
Does get the backing off.
Perfect shot.
Good throw, Mark.
Alberta still sitting the 1 T-line edge of the button.
Hits this at 2.
Ontario with last rock.
Kind of weight. She knows it's probably okay.
Nose
too,
is probably not.
We make that.
Nose okay?
Yeah, it's not bad. Nose or hair roll.
Okay. Same?
Yeah.
Vic, back to your point about the new lineups. I think the year after the Olympics is always an interesting year to watch all the teams because they do all, rearrange team members and teammates trying to look for that next best team for the next run at the Olympics.
And we're likely to see Russ more changes this year as after this curling season. I don't think you'll settle them down until maybe 2 years out.
No, that's true. This is kind of the, you got to work on your resume here this year type thing, and there are going to be changes because all those points add up after that.
Too far.
A nice roll, hit and roll, Matt Cam.
Inch too far.
Is it an inch too far?
If Kevin can get access to this yellow, and he's going to throw heat at this one, he can't see a lot of it, but yeah, the yellow onto the red combo, the reds go, both of them.
And I think you're going to get a little bit of drag effect, which will help to make that double.
Kevin's got to throw this hard. Now, we've watched in the 2 games he's played, we know he's been fighting the health bug, but he's been floating these interns wide.
That little extra finger tap on the handle before he releases. Hebert, Lang, and then the dance of the stones by Kennedy, trying to avoid it in the house. They feathered the guard. Whoa. Watch Kennedy now, just by, and watch him continue on, dance here. Pirouette there, and touch nothing.
That is impressive. Look out, and he loses balance, and the red one gets in his way.
Well, he has been actually setting his intern, but they were on it right out of his hand, so he's not doing it anymore. He's making sure there was no set on that.
With those great brushers, you have to be error on the tight side because they can save a lot of them. But what a great shot! That was not easy.
Just line.
You can wait on that.
Room right now. We're there right now.
Line's good.
Line's great.
Great call here, recognizing the situation. You're never going to blank the end, so now you might as well get your 2. Use that guard.
Breaking now.
We don't want to.
Starting to curl.
Just make sure it's buried, Matt.
Make sure. Right here.
Easy.
You'll bury.
Set.
Oh, might over curl now.
Shot. Mark.
Gave him the enough.
Nice throw, Mark.
Actually, they don't have jams.
Really similar to that tap you threw, remember?
Yeah, that goes right into that.
Yeah, definitely. It's the same line as that tap. Same weight, just
Might
back
not
12.
be curling quite as hard here.
I agree.
For Kevin Cooey, out of the Alberta Championship, Brock Virtue, former Saskatchewan champion, moved back to Alberta, and then Brendan Botcher, former Canadian junior champion. So we really are starting to see a changing of the guard, as it were, a generational change, with so many top junior teams now making the transition to men's play.
Easy hack. Back line. Back line. Back line.
It's a tough shot Kevin's trying here. You could simply play the freeze, force Ontario to a single.
Come on, weight's perfect. Yep. Whoa. Yep. If you need to, yeah. Wait, go. You're on the nose. You're on the nose. Go. Get a red layer. Come on.
Look at that.
Go.
And push it back. What a wonderful shot. That got to the hog line, and then it suddenly just started to move.
And that was his weight. He threw perfect weight, just enough to get it to lay 3.
Nice toss, Kev. Shot.
And they knew it too. They had laying on it as quick as they could.
This has got to be the most dangerous 0-2 team I've ever seen.
That was 85, so that's your time.
Okay,
wow.
so 90's perfect.
Okay, 85's perfect.
No, same way. Little.
Ontario's throwing quite a few punches at them too, but it's now a tough shot.
No,
well, it was
for sure.
in one. It was a draw against 3, and now it's a draw against 3, and he needs full 4 foot. That first draw was to the 8 foot.
Mine's a hair wide
Howard's
right now.
the first one on. Here comes Mathers. Full 4 is what they need.
Gotta wait.
It's really good. T-line.
Liking it out of his hand.
Wait.
It's not curling yet.
Full 4. It's a draw against 3.
There. Easy.
Right on the tee.
Full 4.
Mine's good.
Full 4.
Yep.
And how cool is this 26-year-old Mark Kean? Another update for you. Kathy.
You need to take off your socks and count all your toes.
Well, look at this. I mean,
it's 6.
we've seen some wonderful play in this game. We're featuring Ontario and Mark Kean at 26, and Jeremy Millay now, also first Brier, 26 years of age.
Well, and he has to just forget what's in the house and just try to find the tee line. He was a little bit short on his first one. He was in the 12 foot. That allowed Reed to bury another stone. Needs to get as much of the lid as he can.
Look at that. 2 around the edge. And having a look now, does it hook enough? And as they back away, it looks like it may be a steal of 1.
Good toss, but I think it's us, but I'll play stick right.
Manitoba up 4-1. Great draw, though. Could have been shakes right there. As we welcome you back on this Sunday night. Terrific game going here. Kevin Cooey and Mark Kean, Alberta, Ontario, tied at 2 as we go to the 5th. And it will be Cooey and the Alberta champions that do have Last Rock playing the Yellowstones.
Scott threw up a nice center guard. Benny came around real good, but a little higher than he wanted to be. So Ontario went right around again. And this will curl here.
Hard! Real hard!
Kennedy, Lang, by 1, by 2.
That's just not fair, is it?
It's just incredible. I thought he was all over the
So
guard.
did I. In a swingy area, too.
Sweepers just held that the entire way down.
Hard! Whoa!
Simple deuce. Bailout.
Right on the nose.
Right on the beak, bud.
Whoa! Get hard!
Oh, and just runs it by. And then the jamstone spills over top edge of the 12 and covers shot rock top edge of the 4.
So close to making the back one.
Oh. Just fight the 8.
These two teams did not meet on the World Curling Tour this year, although Mark Kean has played Kevin Cooey before, but not this year.
Yeah, me too. Should be full 8 at least.
Jeez, David can really throw the heat.
Line's good, but
that was humming.
Here.
Weight's good.
You know,
line's perfect. Looks here, Mark.
I think sometimes, Russ, we forget that you know,
freeze right on it.
Want it to stop.
It's Mark's first appearance at the Brier, but it's not his first time playing
Throw, Brent.
Cooey. So he's not going to be intimidated. Right. No. I mean, the resume certainly is there, but he has played him. He's played him on pretty good ice, probably, and so he's not coming in here totally blind.
That makes a huge difference, because even if you lose that game the first time you play somebody, you take a lot away from it. You say, well, if we'd made that run back, you know, if he hadn't have made that unbelievable draw, you take things away from it. And
right here. Give me an inch.
Comes another heater. He gets it a large third here. He can actually run it back and get both yellows moving.
Yep, hard! Yep, hard! Right to it! Hard!
One more time. They're going to have to get it by the guard. They do run it back. Oh, and again, just... Somebody check to see if that stone's nailed in there.
I didn't want to call. I didn't want to call first because I
just breezed that a couple of times.
So,
well, you know you had to hit it on the hair on the outside.
Okay.
Hack.
Sure.
this will curl, eh? That's good ice.
Hack.
Dropping in on Saskatchewan and the team from the Territories after Steve Laycock scored 4 in the 4th. Final stone on the way for the Territories and Jamie Cooey of Yellowknife.
Well, this is the easiest situation he's faced tonight. Has struggled with his team to put the stones in the right spot. This is a draw for the second point. Needs full 12. That'll do it.
Yeah.
For a couple, and they'll go to the break down 6-3.
Good job, Langer.
Yeah.
Be careful where you roll here. You tendency to get a little bit underneath that red one, but that just leaves a little slash angle raise, and you can separate the two yellows.
Weight's real good.
Sorry, Vic, and interesting that Kevin Cooey was trying to overroll it so that slash was there.
So where do you want to go with this?
I think I'd roll it right behind the yellow, as the yellow's partly underneath cover, but not even close.
It's close to the same they threw.
Yellow one at the top
I threw those ones here, but
is buried enough. There won't be a double if this is hit dead on.
Board up here.
Okay, guys, have we seen anything? And should run like your hack waders.
Yeah, it'll come up a little bit. Yep. Yeah.
Nose is okay.
Yeah.
Board. Yep.
I think so.
Gotta go. Real hard, guys.
Hard for nose. Hard for nose.
Hard.
Hard. Keep going.
Real hard.
Whoa, whoa.
Big roll.
Hard, Kev. Keep going.
Underneath.
Keep going.
It'll peak.
Keep going.
Not what they call, but one a wonderful audible.
Yeah. Definitely get nose.
I just have it all. Nose probably doesn't get it out of the house back. You gotta be hair high side.
Yeah, you gotta be hair high.
You can get it with normal?
I think so. You gotta hit it hair high anyways.
Yeah.
You got more room than you need for sure.
Double still there, they're saying. They could have had to roll it a hair farther, I guess. But you have to squeak that center guard, and playing down right down the ribbon here makes it tricky.
Real good.
Oh.
Whoa. Yep.
Wow.
That Cam.
Whoa.
Watch that center line. Stay there, stay there. Oh, again. How many is that they've missed?
3.
Hey, wait.
Close.
He didn't overthrow it either. Thought it would finish up for him right at the end.
Impressive player, Matt Cam. Very good balanced delivery. The technique's there, but like you said, he didn't overthrow it. So many young teams want to throw a rocket down there to make that double.
Solid board. Hair more.
Clean. Right off.
Mark Kennedy.
Right off. Off.
Stay with it,
baby.
No.
Stay with it. And it pops.
Perfect. Dreamy. Yeah. Perfect, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's sweet. It's perfect.
They're just making the great rolls.
No scrub.
This one, my side.
That's fine too. You guys like the slash or the head and roll?
Only problem with the slash, he just sinks another one, he still gets his steers.
Well, I know. Probably this, eh? That's not bad.
But you're right. If I throw that the way I was thinking, I was going to get the nose.
Yep.
Yeah. It's definitely curling pretty good to the wings.
Yeah.
Hack?
It's good.
Yeah, right under the yellow, eh?
You like hack?
Then he has to throw like
Or do
yeah.
you want a little more?
No, I think hack's fine.
Okay.
Overrolling, yeah. It's not bad either.
Nice part about Mark's shot there is if this
Thinking hack
rolls
weight.
buried, there will be an
Roll right
angle
on the yellow,
raise if
really
they
good.
have to.
Hack, you said? Good. Yeah, I think hack's good there. Through this
You
earlier.
watched Kevin this end not try to roll dead behind the guard. He's always aware to leave it so that they can use it.
Pretty firm.
Solid hack.
Whoa. Board.
Whoa.
It's not close. Yeah, it's board.
No. Close. Whoa. No. Whoa.
Curl.
Scotty, whatever you can get.
Anything.
Go, Scott, go.
Yep, go
Anything.
hard.
Hard.
Shot. Good shot.
So it is shot stone for the moment.
Good shot.
Just
Anything
more.
more.
Yeah.
Good throw.
Any more and it's a beauty.
Any more. You roll fully buried, it's perfect.
Throw,
Even if you
I
over
throw
bury
hack,
it.
it's
Okay. Well,
You heard them say any more. If they got it to this area, then the angle raise is so much tougher. Now it's kind of queued up. Not easy, but if Kevin hits it perfect, the yellow stays here. The second one automatically rolls over here. He might have separation and not leave a double.
Yes.
Yeah. Board way,
I like it. Trust it. Yep. Good board.
Whoa.
Kevin Cooey unfolds himself out of the suitcase.
No.
It is compact. It reminds me of David Nedowin in some respects.
Yeah, very similar backswing to the old tea kettle.
Whoa.
We're not rolling.
Shooter.
Didn't get the roll away.
Toss, Kev. Worry about making the double?
Yep.
Peel mark?
Yeah.
Hair high.
You look at Cooey's face after the shot, Cheryl, and you know he's not happy. It's just because what he's left.
Yeah, exactly. Leaves a easy double, and I think he knows he's starting to play better right now, and so he's expecting a lot more. They just missed the line call on that one a little bit. They weren't on it for the roll.
Ideally, which way were you playing it? Nose or?
Oh, we were playing the long roll.
Oh.
Yep. Right to it.
Chance to get out of this.
Really hard.
Mark Kean.
Whoa. Roll front.
That's 4 times, Vic.
Dear me.
4 doubles that are just missed by a hair.
I can tell you how.
And from one frustrated look to another. And he can't believe it. And a chance here for 2. And maybe a gift too.
Kevin Cooey's over curled. Mark Kean's over curled, and again, without being, I am a repetitive. Let's face it, I'm repetitive. it just curls there. It's the whole sheet goes towards the wall.
Well, when Kevin was talking with Mark and Ben, he said we just have to trust it. We just have to know it's going to go. So here he gets his chance. Needs a bite of the red for a couple.
A little bit light. Starting to curl. Line's
They got
good.
it.
Line's good.
Kennedy and eager to got him, but he needs a piece of the 4.
Not heavy.
He got this chance now. You don't want to give it right back. Here comes Lang. By to the 4. Little more. That'll do.
Incredible brush.
Come on,
They'll save you so many times. We saw it all those years with Kevin Martin, and now teamed up with Kevin Cooey. Kennedy and Hebert, two of the very, very best.
The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years. The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. And by M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best.
Ontario, Alberta on this Sunday night. And the 2 by Alberta after a missed double by Ontario's Mark Kean has them in front now 4-2. Kevin Cooey's with Kevin.
Kevin, I think we've seen in your play, but tell us how you're feeling tonight.
Yeah, feeling good. Got some good energy today. A little more comfortable with the ice and just got some confidence going, so feel good.
This morning we heard a lot of conversation between the team about shots and ice. Tonight it seems that you're running the show. Does that speak to how you're feeling?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you're a little indecisive probably today, and that just goes with myself struggling with my game and the ice a bit. So, have a good handle on it tonight, and the boys have been playing good all week. It's just a matter of me picking up my game, and so far today it's been good.
Are you surprised by the strong play of this young Ontario team?
No, not really. I mean, they travel the tour quite a bit, so I mean, and they have some success. So they've put their time and effort in, and they're going to be a good team. They already are, and they're just going to keep getting better.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you.
Well, the numbers all favor Alberta. From lead to skip, 98, 93, 100% so far for Brett Lang, 95% so far for Kevin Cooey. The big difference, the hit game. 67%, and it goes really to all those little runbacks that have been missed by Ontario. The numbers after 5 are brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. Let's continue with our updates and checking in on New Brunswick against Manitoba. And of course, Reed Carruthers trying to win his first out of the West St. Paul. Picked up that steal of 1 in the 4th. Jeremy Mallet made that great draw against 6 to cut them down. And now here in 5 before the break, Mallet comes in at 1-1. Has a chance to pick up a couple. This all-rookie team out of the Thistle St. Andrews in St. John.
Nice shot, buddy.
And that's the way to do it. The open draw for 2. They go to the break. Manitoba leads it by 1. And we're still early in round robin, but it does surprise some people that you see Alberta and Manitoba having lost their first 2. Alberta, though, in our game looking much more comfortable, as does Manitoba. And at the top of the table and with the evening off, Newfoundland Labrador, Brad Gushue, 3 straight wins. Northern Ontario, Brad Jacobs, 3 straight wins. As we welcome you back on this Sunday evening to the 86th edition of the Canadian Men's Curling Championship, Tim Hortons Brier from the Saddle Dome.
It's okay.
Alberta getting their 2 in 5 means Ontario. Mark Kean from the Fenland Falls Curling Club and the Kawarthas of Ontario will have Last Rock playing Redstone.
Clean. Kev. Right out, Kev. That's fine.
Nose is good.
Yeah, if you're going to hit the one in the house, you got to roll in, so you can't go around.
Yep.
Nice weight choice with Scotty there. He had to hang around, or the corner guard would be long gone.
normal.
96% for Brent Lang coming into this game,
off,
and he's
right off.
improved it. He's 100 so far.
Right
Oh,
out, right out, right
spoke
out.
too soon.
Oh, you jinxed him. No, he's playing incredible.
Well, he made those 2 wonderful runbacks early in the game.
A little light, Matty?
Yeah. Give it a chance. You're okay.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Real tight. Line's fine.
Full 8.
Full 8.
Yes.
Weight's good.
Weight's there.
Hard line.
It's Will Curl.
Don't want to. Hard. We gotta go. Don't
You're
want to.
by,
We gotta
you're
go.
by.
Don't want to.
If it's heavy enough, it might overcurl.
It's good, Dave.
Shot, Dave.
And back they go, back edge of the 8-foot.
Is it faster?
Yeah, no.
Play the intern tap, and then you stay behind the corner.
Lock it on then.
Yeah?
You guys good at this? Okay.
Just a question of strategy here, Russ. You know that they're going to run the guard or rip the guard. Could you have played the hit and roll to get behind, or was that draw to the back 8 the shot?
That's the easiest way to bury it with this much curl.
Ooh,
wow.
Perfect.
Yeah, you play the hit and roll. You're trying to be aggressive. The rocks are so quick. You hit and roll out, and then your corner guard's gone. You cannot score 2.
That's what the hell?
Tighter.
Real tight.
Real tight.
Line's tight. Real tight.
Line should be
6-3. Saskatchewan leading and sitting. It's really close, those 2 around the pin.
It is. I think, though, it is red because Jamie Cooey has guarded on both of his stones.
Okay.
And this is the attempted run back by Steve Laycock to bring that yellow biter into play. But he is running back a Cooey stone.
Okay, so spill everything, and there's a stone top edge of the 12. Steve Laycock run it back, and oh, it just won't go. Squished it to the edge of the 8-foot. 1 red, 6-4.
Never.
Yep. Oh. Whoa.
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 Not like that.
Right in between.
I had to be more aggressive. I was pretty happy where I threw it, but
I love coming around. You like, first come around. So does mine.
I like it.
I think just bite the house is really good.
How much you throwing there, Dave? Is that quicker than what it is?
Speed's good. It's as fast as it's been, but
Yeah.
it's not far from normal.
Okay.
Yeah, like you don't have to lay it down.
Yeah. That should be good.
That's the
good
same.
ice.
That's the same ice I had, and you got to curl another rock. But that's good.
Tuck a piece, Dave.
Love that bent arm
Wanna go
position
a
when he
little.
lets it go. The elbow's low, so that when you do extend, it's a straight motion.
Full 8.
Wait's okay.
Don't
need
lots
to.
of room. You're gonna have to finish it.
Mine's good.
Big finish, guys.
Just have to tuck a piece,
Oh,
Mark.
mine's good.
Yeah, you gotta finish it though.
We're
You
just
gotta
keep
go.
it as high as we can.
Get
You
ready.
gotta finish it.
Get ready.
You have to finish it.
Yep.
Yep, you gotta go.
Hard. Hard, Scott. Go.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
That's good. That's good.
In a 2-2 tie, playing 6.
Normal or something?
Yellowstone belongs
I got
to
edge on
British
edge. It curls a
Columbia.
lot.
Can they get around that guard and score a couple PEI?
Oh, they sure can. It's a kind of a distorted angle how you're looking at it, but right behind the sheet,
I'm not
it is
distorted.
Well,
The angle is
perhaps
distorted.
your eyes are somewhat handsome, but distorted. It is a pretty wide open hit, a chance for 2 for Adam Casey.
Oh, clean. Clean.
Clean.
Yep.
And here in Adam, you know, you've got a... Well, he's been here before. He's 25 years of age, skipping his first Brier, and scores 2.
Whoa! No.
Nope.
Wow. Whatever was a...
Okay, Mark.
What do you think? You got a hit now?
Whatever Ontario had with missed runbacks, Alberta's caught it.
It's been passed
You're
on.
here. Yeah, let's go again.
Okay.
Okay, Matt.
Same weight, boys?
Yeah, yeah.
Same weight, Matt.
He gave you less, so just be positive with it. Same throw.
Watch how straight his right arm, his throwing arm is. The elbow goes straight down. So when he extends, it's really easy to hit the broom that way.
Look soft.
A lot of curlers have that elbow out.
Oh, weight's okay.
It's okay. It was good. Line's good.
A little better line this time.
Take a rock higher.
My
Close.
battery's
Yep.
just died.
Yeah! Hard! Gotta go! Gotta go! Really hard! Hard!
Mathers and Howard sneak this one by. Very nice, and they'll tuck it in.
I had a feeling I was going to do that because I saw you release. It was a little softer.
Good shot.
Now that's towards the board side, Russ.
That's the swing side for sure. I'm surprised his first one didn't do that. That's what I thought his first one would do, and that's right underneath.
That one seemed to get off the line a little quicker.
Yes.
They said he was a little softer. He wasn't into it, but a little softer release, and it just gave it a little bit momentum off the center line.
I think the draw is easier.
I
could see something like this taking off. And
I'm taking off, or if you just hit like and roll here and this stays in here, it's really bad. Right here?
This late in the end, you'd love to hit the enemy rocks out when you're two ahead and you don't have hammer. But for Cooey, this late in the end, just sit two, hopefully in top for his sake, on top of that red one.
The ice has been great. Even in the later ends of the afternoon game, we didn't see anything come down, and it's still over 15 seconds to T-line.
I think in this direction, away from the line, it might even be faster. Yeah, it's been fun. Jamie Barraza, they've just done an unbelievable job. There's a few tricks to it, but it does the same thing every time. It's up to you to figure it out.
Yeah.
Line's fine. Room
Line's
early.
good. We can wait. Line's good.
Back 8.
No.
No,
Line is
bounce on this
perfect.
line.
Sit. Getting tight.
No, line's
Bumping.
good.
We're small bump. Definitely
Line's
bump.
good.
We're bumping.
Room.
Langer.
Whoa, off if you're
So
bumping.
Kennedy and Hebert
Off if you're
back right off.
Go.
And yes, they're bumping. But they are sitting two and two without.
Good shot,
Kev.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Might lose that, but not the end of the world.
Do that or you freeze.
But if he misses it, you give up.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the call.
He could, honestly, if we freeze there, he just play board.
Yeah, and then he noses
Right?
it.
Yeah, so let's just play this.
Yeah, I like that. It doesn't matter if you lose this thing.
No.
Main thing's just trying to get
Make
it
the roll.
buried behind that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Board? I like it.
Well,
Better
that's
roll.
really good.
Back four. It's pretty good.
A couple of choices. You could freeze one in here, but it would have to be really good. Kevin blasts them all out of there. Then you'd have a hit for possibly two or three. What they're going to do, though, is make it a little tougher for Kevin by actually hitting this, coming down, and rolling back over here. Then Cooey has to almost make a run back. If he makes the run back, there'll be a double for Ontario. I like the call.
Yep.
You want to pinch more.
Nice positive throw. I like that.
This would be a good time for a superset. This would be a good time for a superset. I don't think he's throwing it hard enough, though.
Yeah.
Board. Just board. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
Howard and Mathers.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yes.
And roll it in to
Not bad.
sit second, third, and fourth.
Yep. You hear last, right? You got a force on it.
Yes, even beside.
Back 8. Is back 8
back
okay?
8.
Right here is good. That's good.
Curls.
Creased either one.
Yeah. You need way more ice.
Mark threw that kind of funny. Watch his back foot here. His back foot's a dip toe, and he kind of turns him around. Just see his right there. His shoulders turn a little right. You feel like you're wide, so you instinctively hook it a bit. And that started just a little bit quicker than he thought. He wanted to roll the other direction. Might let Alberta off the hook here if Kevin can weld one into the edge of the 8 here.
Still there. I don't want to touch
Second
the
opportunity for him down here.
Line's the same. Just
Wait's
pull
close.
Back 8. Weight's good. It's not going to over curl. Weight's good. Just here, boys.
Just you guys.
Make sure we're there, baby.
Kevin Cooey in his last.
It's there. Okay.
Just wait.
No bounce. No bounce.
Oh, we got a really small bounce.
Whoa, boys. Whoa. Whoa.
We're getting really good. Right down on the corner.
Brilliant.
Attaboy, Kev. Nice, bud.
Scared me when I let it go.
Well, we didn't see any smiles through the first 2 draws, but
You're in the nose,
as he
Mark?
said to Kathy, I'm feeling much better, have lots of energy, and the smile is back as well for Kevin Cooey.
Kind of way, Mark? Forward.
No, it's easier to throw it.
Because if I throw the right weight and hit what I did, we're almost sticking around.
Yeah.
That's why I liked it. I was fine with
That's
it.
the only reason I didn't love Kean.
Yeah.
It was
Oh, I was
fine.
my
Good
first
force.
one. I just have to regret.
Weight's good. Clean for now. Firm
You
if
heard
anything.
Kevin Cooey say, good force.
No. Really has to curl, Dave. Whoa. Clean.
Whoa.
Facing a couple.
It's got to curl a mile. Curl up. Whoa. Let it stop.
And he comes up to the nose and will sit for shot. Ontario will get their single. He just couldn't bring those stones in the 12 into play. Alberta leads at 4-3.
I'm actually an Edmonton Oilers fan. Sad to say.
Well, I hate to say it, but I'm a big Leafs fan.
My favorite team is the Edmonton Oilers, which has been a very sad state of affairs for about 8 years now.
I don't know if I should say this. Could get in trouble. I might not be allowed back in the Air Canada Centre.
My team's the Toronto Maple Leafs. And I'd like them to try and tank and get Connor McDavid because he's unreal.
And if I was the Leafs GM, I would, same thing they just did to Clarkson, I would be trading Dion Phaneuf.
I'd like to see them do bad and get that Connor McDavid draft pick for sure.
My team is the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I'd probably trade most of the players and start over.
Favorite team is definitely the Winnipeg Jets. If I was the GM, I'd be doing exactly what we're doing because we're having a great season.
I think the Habs will probably need another top defenseman, so if they can get one, that will probably help them a whole lot for their playoff drive.
I didn't even know Monday was the trade deadline, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Maybe I'm not as Canadian as I should be. I don't know.
Wow. Sault Ste. Marie. Espositos, you gotta know your hockey. Yeah, Trade Center is coming up Monday, tomorrow. It's all brought to you by Tim Hortons, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Lots of dealing today. The Jets picked up a player. The Stars have been dealing. Coyotes to the Rangers. Sports Center will get you up to date after we are done here on this Sunday night here in Calgary and draw 5. Hortons Brier. Ontario gets 1 and 6, and so Alberta has the lead. They'll also have the last draw. They have the Hammer playing the Yellowstones here in 7.
Bad to tap that yellow back a couple feet.
Let me try and top this.
How's my
Manitoba leads by 1, trying to win their very first. Are they already the shot stone?
They are,
Okay.
and it is a draw for 2. Some really swings and opportunities, if you will, in this. And PEI, or rather New Brunswick, had opportunities to draw and would over curl, and Manitoba would go through. So it has not been the strongest performance this end, but it is still a chance for Manitoba to get 2.
Reed Carruthers.
It's not heavy. It's not heavy.
It's his 4th Brier, of
Can't hurt
course.
it, guys. Can't hurt it.
Having played those years with Jeff Stoughton, but now skipping. And there is the draw for 2.
It's romantic. Boys. Yeah, that's a good shot too. You just don't want it. You just have to roll away. What do you like, Mark?
I like the hit and roll away right now.
So do
but
I.
I think the
Freeze is
yellow
fine.
is
Here.
the shot rock, Russ. So that was Alberta.
Either way, I think that red one needs to be moved. It looked like Kevin wanted to freeze in there. And it's great if you make it, but dangerous. So they're in good shape. If Langer could hit and roll away, hopefully save it on the corner of the paint. But you heard Ben Hebert say we have to roll, otherwise they're going to set up a double.
You're not heavy.
Easy board. Easy board.
Off.
Never.
Can't ever.
Benny.
Kevin Cooey just waving away. Kennedy and Ebert, get away from it, boys.
Good throw, Brent.
And roll away he does.
Okay, Brent, good toss.
Did he ever throw that good?
Runner back now, Dave? I think so, yeah.
Well, the Territories are sitting the one on the lid. But if they can he get there and just tap it for a couple of points, possibly more?
Well, there's 4 would come into play.
Yeah.
He's just playing that easy way. Jamie tried to play the freeze, and when it started to overcurl, they got off. And it is buried, but it does move so nicely.
Well, Laycock already put a 4 on the board in the 4th. But Cooey responded with a deuce steal of 1 in 6.
Whoa! Clean! Whoa!
And avoiding the jam and out the back and 4 more.
4 yellow.
And Saskatchewan blows it open 10-4.
Perfect speed on that. You can see it really hook at the last second as it got to the guard. Just timed it beautifully.
Well, they knew it was time to bail here. They could maybe give up 1, but they don't want to start giving up a bunch of points this end to Alberta. So open it up and gets a great run back double.
It's an impressive Ontario team for their first time here and so young. I haven't seen any strategy errors here at all.
Whoa! Yep. Keep it over here. Keep it over.
Shot, Brent.
Interesting to see what happens after this one drops. Even a nose hit, you might see Cooey go around. Does he want to blank and keep hammering it to even 8th, or does he go hard for his deuce?
He's pretty aggressive. He's typically see him go hard.
Whoa!
Roll it out. That's fine.
Shot. It's good.
Straight, eh?
I love hitting that. I like freezing or going on.
What a difference from the first end.
That's great.
So what is the difference? What are they noticing here, Russ?
That's the straight side all along, and I think
Kev.
I think it's just hard to believe. You have to believe your own eyes really sometimes, and as the game goes along, it gets straighter. So it's a bit of a double whammy.
Prince Edward Island is sitting the 2. They lead by a couple, and there is that outside biter. It looks like. Does BC bring it into play?
Well, it's too much of a risk, I think, to keep your shooter around. And for Jim Cotter has faced a hill full of granite. He made a triple on his first one to get his team out of some trouble, but Adam Casey hit and stuff. This is just the nose hit for the single.
Clean.
Yep. Clean.
Same way.
So for the 1, and PEI leads it by 1.
Hard guys. Clean.
That's the difference you're seeing in this Alberta team tonight. I don't know if you caught that, Russ. When Kevin went to call that for Mark Kennedy, Mark said, I like the freezer going around the corner. And normally they would have verbalized that back and forth. Kevin liked the hit on it, and they just left it at that. So big difference on the amount of talk back and forth and up and down the sheet.
Yeah, it's totally different than the game this morning.
I think you pick your spots, and that obviously really wasn't one of them.
Right up. Hard, Benny. Hard, right to it. Go.
Nice.
Good job. Good sweep. Shoot, Mark. Thanks. Let me get it for you.
Boards? Yeah. Same as Matt's. He was just easy board, eh?
No, Matt was good board.
Matt was bored. He was a good board.
Okay.
Look at how tight that ice is. They're just talking board weight.
Hair less. Easy. Whoa.
Whoa, no.
Easy.
Whoa,
No. Oh, clean. Good.
Hard. I'll be control. Okay.
It's important hit and stay here, as easy as it looks. You roll out here. Ontario's going right around that corner guard, and you can't blank the end anymore.
On control?
Yeah.
And I don't even think Mark Kean wanted board on his shot. And I don't even think he had board. I think it was closer to hack, and it just didn't move an inch.
Clean. Clean it.
Yep.
Easy. Easy.
Yep.
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 Whoa.
Benny. Benny.
Yep. 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 Right to it. Right to it. Go, 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 go.
And right to it. Right on the nose.
Toss, Kev.
Check, Kev.
Same throw?
Yeah, exactly.
In the perfect world, you'd give that hit and roll a try, but you might jam it on that back yellow in the meantime, and that would be a disaster.
A little more. Whoa, then. No, 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 no. Off.
Close. No,
Clean.
no,
Just
no,
clean.
no,
Just
no.
clean.
Whoa.
Just clean. Just
Off. Off.
clean. Clean. Just clean.
Final stone for Mark Kean. Oh, he'll hang it on the edge.
Really good shot.
One more challenge.
I like the intern, guys.
Probably the dumb way, but.
I love the intern. You?
I don't, yeah. It's fine.
Yeah, smart move here. Play the intern.
No, we're not. We're a minute ahead.
Yeah, hit it. Sorry, Vic, you hit it here off center. Hit that yellow perfectly. The red bounces back in the rings.
I like the fact that here's Kean making that kind of shot to make Cooey think about his last one.
Yeah.
He's not going to make anything easy for him.
No, and then he hasn't.
Oh, and it makes Cooey change turns. It's impressive with Kean.
Looking for the blank.
Gotta go.
Watch it. And
Shot,
all
Kev.
the way across. Well done. First blank comes here in 7.
Really bad.
All right, Scott, just stop talking.
Just touch it back. Move it far enough. Little more. And yes, enough. 2. Manitoba.
Come up. Get up.
Come up. And sit there.
Really close.
Jump it across. Touch it. Oh, she moved it far enough. And Jones. This time. Yes, this time. And away it goes. A Scottish championship for Manitoba. And our next stop on the season of champions will be Sapporo, Japan, to watch Jennifer Jones as she goes against a world field with many new names. Names we've not seen before, such as China and Finland, Germany, even Japan. But there are those that we do know, including Anna Sidorova from Russia, Eve Muirhead, Margareta Sigfridsson, a new Swiss champion in Alina Petz, and Aileen Sormanen from the U.S. March the 14th from Sapporo, Japan. And Jennifer is here. Hello, Jennifer. And Mark Kennedy's wife, Nicole. Jennifer, of course, watching fiance Brent Lang. So that's where we will be in a couple of weeks in Sapporo, Japan.
The same way.
Welcome back on this Sunday night. And the Tim Hortons Brier, the blank in 7, means that once again, Alberta will have the last rock. They have the hammer, playing the Yellowstones, and they lead by 1.
Wait only.
All there. Line's perfect. Clean.
Through. Full 8.
Line's really good. Full 8, Langer.
Right here to my broom.
Whoa. Oh, it's good. It's good. Good shooting, guys.
Don't put your broom there if you don't want it there.
Right on top of the yellow. Yeah, right on the outside of the yellow.
Right here. Straight corner freeze.
Do you like freezing the top yellow?
What? Let's move this here. Right behind the
Freeze
button.
yellow, can't get rid of red.
I think it's early, Mark.
What's he doing?
What kind of weight?
Just like
Boys,
you
I'm
probably
tired.
need back 8,
Okay.
back 4.
Shouldn't do a ton, eh, Scotty?
No, it's super
It
straight.
raises the question here, Russ, about Alberta's in control. They've got last rock. They're up by 1.
T.
How aggressive does Ontario have to be now to get the force, possibly even steal, because now we're in the 8th?
Yeah, you have to be pretty aggressive here. You have to start taking some chances. It's not like the game's over by any means, but this 8th end is really crucial. If Ontario can steal one here, they're right in this thing.
Yep.
It's a better shot.
Manitoba looking to win their first, leading 6-3. And a final stone to be played by Jeremy Mallet.
And he's trying to play the blank. That last stone of Reed's removed his buried stone, but it rolled out, and so this is the attempted blank to retain last rock.
Get out.
Oh dear. Too thin. And it'll be a steal of 1 for Manitoba.
Attaboy. We got one more.
Check it.
David's tapping the red, ended up tapping the yellow, and that was a better result in my opinion. You've got those rocks grouped together.
Mark realizes he needs to steal and throw in the center guard again.
Halfway.
Weight's good.
Weight's real good.
Well, Saskatchewan blew it open with that 4 in 7, and sitting 2 now.
Halfway high.
Final stone on the way from the Territories, and Yellowknife, Jamie Cooey.
Trying to play the thin double to bring the other red stone in the house into play.
Hard.
1 and 2, and sit there for a couple.
Hey, Mark. That worked out better.
Good.
And the handshakes. And it will be a second win for Saskatchewan. And Jamie Cooey will lose his first 3.
Thank you. Good luck.
You know you're having a tough day, and Jamie Cooey, when you make a great double and concede the game.
Huh? Oh, you got corner rock and the yellow goes.
Okay.
You just hit the yellow and they both go, don't they?
Speed's good here?
Yeah, speed's good. It'll.
Yeah.
Trying to keep throwing up a guard till a little later in the end, and then they'll make a move on those Yellowstones.
He won't just play the double on his next one.
No, he'll probably play this top one and try to nut it and roll in front.
Air deeper.
It's not great for us.
Oh, just clean.
Line's fine.
Pretty tight.
Line's good.
We're okay.
Weight's real
Halfway.
good. Weight's good.
Gotcha. Finish.
Oh, easy.
Go close to the line.
Line's good. Line's good.
Finish. Yep. Gotta go. Yep.
Right in front of the red. Right in front of the red.
Yep.
Oh, whoa. Okay. It's good.
Great shot, Matt. Think.
Yeah.
It's an interesting point in the game. You know, Ontario's played really well, and I just love the way this young team's come out here. But Alberta's been the better team. And all of a sudden, you got to be careful here if you're Alberta. You don't want to give up a steal and tie this thing up. I know they're trying to score more than 1, but scoring is the key.
So you might see Kean maybe play something here, like a tap or.
Yeah. Tap threes, maybe.
You move this a hair, it's not terrible. Speed's good, Matt.
I think you need
that
all
looks
that.
really tight.
Mine hooked in there pretty good.
You can afford to be high.
Yep.
All right, boys. Just back 4.
Back 4 weight. Yep.
Should have the lead. Oh, back 8.
No.
All line.
Whoa. Right off. No. Really heavy. Got to move.
Just a hair, 2 feet.
Gotta
They
move
said they
big.
wanted back 4. They got back 8. That's only 2 feet extra weight. Maybe 3. And look at the difference in line here.
Just leave it.
Not even close.
I knew it was too much ice.
Yikes.
Should bailed and top our rest.
Yeah.
My first thought was throw it into it.
This way.
It's third.
That's always the problem. You wait in the end to try to make that late move with Kean's shots because you don't want to set anything up for them, but then you got to make it because this happens and you set them up for a big double or a triple even.
1/3, Marcus. Yep.
There's 5 rocks in the rings here, but this could still be a blank end.
Mark Kennedy.
Whoa. Right off.
Come on, just a hair. Come on, a hair.
Look at
Hard,
that.
Betty. Hard, go, go.
And it'll spin far enough. Wow. Hard to believe that in that small little area you could do and touch all 3.
No, I wasn't trying to make a triple. I wanted to sit right in front of her. Oh, good.
I liked it out here.
Yeah, just everything a little bit.
Interesting, though, his reaction was, I wasn't trying to do that.
Yes, because if he made the double a little thicker, this thrown rock would have been right in between the 2 yellows, and there might not have been a double.
Well, you got to make the double.
Hair low, eh? Try and roll it over in front of that yellow.
Now there's a double for sure, and you roll towards that 3rd yellow.
Yeah, it's the only shot. See if it's there.
So what? Peel here?
Yep.
I don't think it'll catch that 3rd one on the way by, Cheryl.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't
You gotta
think
go
it's
behind
there.
it.
No, I don't think it's there. Double. Or the triple.
Hair low.
Yeah. Just roll in front of the other yellow.
Yep.
I don't think I have to set this one. Straight here.
No, throw it real clean.
Skip Stones. Mark Kean.
Close, close. No. No, let it curl. 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 Okay.
Good shot.
Nice throw.
It's only 1 point separating the 2 teams on the scoreboard, and Mark Kean's numbers are good. It's the hits. Remember all those runbacks, just those missed doubles. That's the difference. But Kevin Cooey that is curling 95%. Thank you, doctor, very much. I'm feeling fine. Player numbers are brought to you by Ford, proud partners with Curling Canada for 21 years.
You think back and those Kean misses were only by a millimeter too, so they weren't far off on any of those.
Roll a rock your way, Benny.
Yeah. Around the nose.
Easy. Weight's good.
Whoa.
Easy, Benny. This is tracking.
Clean it.
Whoa.
Clean.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. Yes, slow.
Whoa. Roll it. Hard.
Perfect.
Nice shot. Real
Good
good
shot, bud.
Their awareness
exactly.
is terrific.
Nice toss, crew.
It's funny, as bad as he looked in the first 2 games, and obviously he wasn't healthy, but
Whatever you want to throw, Mark. Either
he
you
looks
make that.
amazingly good in this game. Like everything's been went right to the inch. They didn't have to roll that, but they did.
What are you guys thinking?
2 or 3 is the same thing, I think.
Well, you know, and even when you know it's
get it
because
all
you're
the
not
way back
feeling
here,
well,
right? You're okay.
it's really hard to recover from playing, you know,
Either you run the
50-some%
dub
in a game.
No, I know. I'm just.
What if you lock it here?
Perfect freeze.
No, I don't. Yeah, but the problem is we haven't seen a single hog. Perfect freeze might be the call, boys.
Well, that gets your force, right?
Any idea where to put the broom? Edge of 4?
Well, you know
Oh.
that in turn. You know that in turn.
Well, this is
Once
what?
it starts to cut past that mark.
Button. I'm thinking like here.
Button's like here.
Okay.
So probably there?
Maybe.
What do you think?
Yeah. It's whatever you want to throw.
Yeah, I know. I think it's either the slash or the freeze, boys.
That's what I was thinking.
Kevin's pretty good at running it back.
Well, so do we want to force or blank?
This is your force.
That's your force.
So we want
Best,
force or
best
blank?
shot is the freeze, probably.
Best shot is probably freeze.
Well,
We want force
yeah.
or blank?
I take either or.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, so would I.
Well, which one? Just pick one, then that's
They're
force.
chalking themselves into the freezer, I think.
Okay.
You could come around that yellow, but the way Kevin Cooey's playing, that would be a gimme.
Yeah.
You could play the
It doesn't
double.
matter. You're gonna have to take 2 and steal no matter what. So you might as well make this
Like,
the force.
if we're frozen, we're shot, right? Definitely shot.
Force is the best. They don't have to take 2
You
and
can't-
9.
I don't think you can hit
Steal
it and
10.
get 2. Okay, so edge of 4?
I think so.
We're shot.
Do you like edge of 4?
It might like there's a little straight path here.
Yeah,
Don't know what.
Yeah, I know.
But I think once it touches center, it's going to go sideways.
Glenn would play. Either way, though, I mean, if you come around, as you suggest, go behind the stone on the right side, top 4, and they make the run back, they're going to get 3. If you don't make the perfect freeze, there's a chance for giving up 3.
Yeah, there is, but if you can get this somewhere on the side of it, you probably give up maximum 2.
Okay.
Whereas the come around, I think it would probably be a 3 the way Kevin's playing. But if you could lock this on pretty close, it will be shot rock. Kevin might have to blast it out of there. Maybe you only score a single even. I think this is a better call than the come around. The double's the other option, but then even if you make it, there's a blank.
Keeping our eye here, too, on this game with Jeremy Mallet. Just sort of wheels have come off for him, and Manitoba is sitting 2 spread out as a draw just for the single.
It is. Reed threw his final stone out into the wings, and they made sure they took it back so there would be no double. And so it is the force.
Watching
Line's good.
Mark Kean now as well, trying to make the freeze.
Line's real good. Right on the
Yeah.
nose. Yeah. Whoa.
We're bouncing her foot.
Shot.
To sit and shot stone. And there's the draw for the single.
Oh, it's close, eh? The nosing.
Beautiful freeze.
I think I just kind of play
Air
it with,
low. Yeah.
but just with like heavy boards.
Or even hacks.
I like it. His draw curled gradually. I don't think it'll take off.
Okay.
Just trying to catch it
Score here, Benny.
and keep the shooter, so throwing a board weight so shooter doesn't roll off too far.
A solid hack. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to score with your shooter, or are you trying to pick it?
No, trying to just
Score
go
with the
like
shooter.
this.
Just hit it onto half
Yeah,
rack.
yeah.
Half
And
rack.
then if we knows it, right?
Okay. Half rock with hack.
I think to be safe, I think better is closer to the board.
Let's come to the side.
There?
Yep.
Okay, because
just board.
we always talk about Russ, we
neutral.
always talk about the perfect freeze, which we assume is to be right to the nose on the stone.
Right.
Stone to stone.
Board weight, Kev.
But he's not, yet it's still a good freeze.
Well, because there isn't that much separation, and the problem with it is if Kevin throws soft weight, which he's going to do here, hits that red dead on, it's second shot, and they're forced to a single, which would be a huge victory for Ontario. Watch for Langer here. If this is wide, they might sweep it all the way down and try to pick it clean.
Easy board.
It's final stone.
Easy.
Right now, it's Ontario sitting the 1.
Come on.
Kennedy, Ebert. And they just touch this on the side and push it sideways, trying to hold it.
Yes.
And they will sit there for the single.
Shot, Kev.
They got the 2. The top stone moved it far enough, so it is the deuce. They moved the red just back enough. That separation, the difference. So it's 6-3, Alberta leading. And let's quickly go to Prince Edward Island and BC. And PEI sitting 1. Are they sitting the 2?
It looks like it. Not very good angles for Jim Cotter on his final stone. Was trying to get a little bit of a redirect off one of his stones and was not able to. And so this is the bonus draw for extra points for Adam Casey.
Another of the young teams from the Silver Fox Curling and Yacht Club Summerside and the Charlottetown Curling Complex. Now they just couldn't get by their own, but it will be 2 more. PEI. with a lead over BC on this Sunday night. It's time now for the M&M Meat Shops Final End Challenge. Right after the game, go to finalend.ca and enter the secret word for a chance to win an all-expense-paid trip for two to the 2016 Brier to be played in Ottawa. The prize includes your tickets, your hotel, your airfare. First 100 entries will have a chance to win a $50 M&M gift card, and all participants will get an M&M discount. That's finalend.ca after the game, after we give you the secret word. So even with that nice freeze down, that little bit of separation allowed Alberta to move it back enough to bring their stone into play at the top of the 8th. They pick up 2 and now lead at 6-3 as we go to the 9th. And Ontario, Mark Kean from the Fenelon Falls Curling Club will have the last rock playing the Redstones.
Kevin's just on fire tonight, but you know, on top of it, Lang called that last one. That's a tough shot to call. A board weight. You don't want to over curl. You don't want to hit it too thin. So it's a tough line call for the third.
Yeah, great point. Because Brent's never played third. This is the first year he's played third, and those are tough calls to make.
Well, and especially you want to make him for your skip. He's been struggling a couple games. You really don't want to then. He throws it good. You want to make the shot for him.
A little less? That's not
you're
bad.
okay.
It's real good.
I thought
Same
fair.
as yourself. Weight's good.
Looks like it's skating, boys.
Close to your broom.
Looks deep.
Real close to your broom.
Wouldn't you love to throw some draws on this surface? Like, there's no guesswork to it. We're not talking about it's getting fudgy in the middle yet or anything.
No.
It holds up beautifully. A little too good there. It's a little far. Now if they want, the double's there.
You can make this though.
Yeah? Okay.
Well, I know I don't think I can make it.
Is there a double there, Kev?
Yeah.
Oh, how much?
Half.
Okay. Okay. Make it.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
Brent Lang.
No.
Ah, sorry, Brent.
Good Langer. Good Langer. Good toss.
And underneath. Well, you and I were both chatting with Jamie Barrasso, the head ice technician, and we were asking him about what he's been doing because
I'll go around.
yesterday, day one,
I'm worried about that because he can run the red.
the game has changed so much.
I like that.
Pressure of the brushing, the grippers, and he said, look at, when you think about it, the ice is pretty good. He said they practice, they play, and then once the game is over, teams will go out and practice again, and the pebble is still there. So it really doesn't break down as much as we might think.
Not at all. The pure waters they use now are just indestructible, and even with this powerful brushing and these synthetic greens can really put some wear and tear, but not the way they do it. And what they do now, we talked about it before, where they used to use the rocker and run the rocks up and down the ice, and it really crushed the pebble. When you turned a rock over after it had been in the rocker, it was covered in snow, so it actually crushed the pebble, so you'd lose it quicker. Now they just nip the top off, just clip that little edge off, so it's actually smooth. So because it's smooth, when the brushers, even with all that downward motion, it still doesn't injure or affect the ice. The more they clip off the ice too, the more they take those tips off. That also affects the curl. If Jamie wants a hair more curl, he'll just clip it a little deeper.
Hard.
Okay. And then the risk with taking too much off is that you lose it during the game and it goes flat. And
Bro, if we wanted to move
huge risk, yes.
I wouldn't want that job.
No, it's so true.
A lot of people to keep happy.
Matt.
Yeah, it's a really good setup right now, Matt.
How you gonna throw it?
And earlier today, Kathy was telling us that another factor that's come into play is the big score clock and the heat that radiates off that, and they believe that in fact maybe some of the heat coming down is affecting the two center sheets.
Especially if he makes it back 8 or back 12, it's hard for him to put in a spot.
Matt Cam.
Light to go.
Felt real good.
Yeah, go then.
Line's
when
good.
we can.
Line's good.
Yep.
Line's good.
Room.
Easy. Easy right now.
Actually, wait. Really sliding.
Real close. Line's
They
good.
picked the right turn here. This will bust from the hog line in.
Make it good. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Go. Go.
Hard.
Go,
Scott.
go.
Go. Go. Go. Go. Go.
Hard. Go. 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 Go.
Keep going. Keep going.
Go.
Yeah, that was just, they took the words right out of my mouth. I thought that would finish a little better than it did.
I did too. I did for sure.
I'm fine with
Just
this if you
gorgeous
like
weight.
that.
Perfect.
Whatever weight you want to hit it. Or if you want to play it soft, whatever you see.
I see it. Soft.
Soft, okay. Just hack.
You guys okay with this?
Yeah.
Or the nose.
Is it going to help him when he just locks it on?
Hack.
We don't want to nose it, no.
I threw a board waiter here that curled a bit. No. Hack weight, guys.
Interesting point. Because they brought the weight down, which makes sense to me, because the lighter Mark throws us, the easier it is to get by the guards and make the shot. It will means this rock might hang around, and then it's a usable stone for Ontario.
Just hack.
I really want to try and roll away.
Come on, push.
Hard. Gotta go.
Hard.
Hard.
All right, this is a big scrub now, because here come those guards. Here they come. Here they come. Oh,
Keep
that
going,
little whip.
Keep going.
And they still managed to touch it.
That's what really surprised me, that Mark Cams didn't curl his draw, because Mark Kennedy sure did.
You might guard. I know.
Worse scenario too for Alberta.
Freeze any good?
Can't get at that back one now.
Freeze is the same thing, Scott.
Same thing, though. He just guards.
Let's go timeout.
Timeout.
Timeout being called by Ontario, so Brian Cochran will come to the ice for the second time.
What are you thinking here, Mark?
It's not our rock, though. It's always
Like, I'm just worried he's just going to go like this.
It goes.
I think we go for it. So I can always run that.
That's what I'm thinking. I make it come around. I don't know if he guards. He might try to freeze.
What if we go, like, right here?
Thing is, if he guards, I can still run it.
Well, Manitoba looking to win their first, have looked a little sharper tonight. Reed Carruthers, and maybe a chance to put a lock on it here.
Well, for sure he does. On his final stone, Jeremy Malek hit and stuck. There was really no opportunity for a double, but it is a wide open hit for Reed, a chance for two, and that would give him a 5-point edge.
Yep.
Reed Carruthers out of West St. Paul. And there they are, two more.
Thanks, guys. Good luck, eh?
And win number one for the Manitoba champions. And Jeremy Mallet will fall to 1 and 2. 9-4 is your final. So that'll take some of the pressure off
Give me
of
for ice, Mark.
Reed Carruthers. Anytime you wear that bison.
Mine won't curl as much as his.
I totally agree.
Yeah, but Dave did something weird.
What have they decided?
I'm not sure. I think they're freezing at that top one. This one. So if they put it in that area there, and they're not thinking two. These guys, they're really trying hard for three or more.
Yeah, buddy.
I think.
What does that do if they play that freeze?
Well, if you make it good, the one that's being thrown, Kevin can rip it out of there. But the one that's there now might stay. You lose both yellows, and then Ontario's drawing for three somewhere.
And they thought the risk with coming around was that Kevin might throw the guard on it.
Yes.
They might never get a chance at that.
He might still guard.
Yeah.
Line good.
He could draw to the back one even and sit three.
Stay close.
Play line.
Line's
We're
great.
there.
Small bump. Line's good.
Yep.
Line's real good.
Gotta go for weight. Hard then.
Over curling.
Mathers and Howard
Yes. Hard.
trying hard to hold this line, but look at that curl. T-line 4 foot.
That curl a mile.
That really fooled him, didn't it?
What's the figures good, Dave?
I'm not sure if I like that shot because that's a tough shot.
Right here, right?
Yeah, it's just a shade high with Starting to straighten up in here.
We threw these, yeah, 2 ends ago. It was pretty
Just control.
Straight. Okay.
I think the boys can really hold it.
Yeah. If it did take off, this is a good audible.
Yeah.
Oh, try to roll under?
All these games year after year on arena ice, they
Under or
understand
away?
it's getting straighter here. The boys can hold it,
Double and roll.
and they certainly can. Used to.
Staying
So
high.
it makes you throw it differently.
Make sure we stick around.
Down by 3, British Columbia. Chance for 2.
Indeed, Adam Casey jammed on his double attempt on his final stone, and so BC lies 1 at the back of the 4-foot. Needs
her
to
moving, guys.
outcount a red stone in the 12-foot, so a bite of the 8 works.
Coming way down, guys.
Hard, guys. Can't hurt it. Gotta go hard. Hard! Hard! Go, guys. Go, 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 go.
Watching Kevin Cooey as well. Oh boy, VC. And they're going to be light.
Just one.
You say it so often. The unforced errors, those points that you give away.
What? I think we got to roll here.
That's what I was thinking right there.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, I like that.
Just a hair off nose roll here with Keel.
Kevin just missed that double. He managed to hang around, but he would have been happier with the double with the score the way it is.
Just got to make sure we make the double.
I like throwing it if you like throwing it.
Okay, Peel.
Yeah, I like just throwing it.
Yeah, firm.
Hair off.
Firm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the raised double is a gimme, but it's where you roll with this thrown rock.
Rolling like a rock, Dave.
Don't want to set up a red double at the top.
You have to roll it, or we line it up right for a.
Throwing big weight to try to get as much
Should be fine with a positive
action as he can off
Yeah,
it.
should be real good there. There's a pinch more. Pinch more.
Mark's got a little bit of a set, a little bit of
Pinch
outward
more.
motion with this out turn. Should run really straight for him.
That, bro. That's good.
Oh, he's going in turn, sorry.
Brushes down right in the center of the stone.
Wait's good. Whoa. Close. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Mark Kean.
Whoa. 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 Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Hard. Feel hard.
Hold the line. Bang, bang, and watch them go. And now, where does that shooter sit? And it will.
That's out, Matt.
Oh, nice.
Great shot, Mark.
Really went.
Yeah, we're starting to lose him now.
Yeah.
Really curled more than they expected. Just hangs onto the wing.
Thank you. Really losing them.
Yeah, you didn't throw it as hard as I thought you would. That was nice control. Nice and controlled.
Like that, like it's
Yeah,
nose
like
hits.
a millimeter high.
And I mean, if I cross it and roll here, it's good. You might get 2, but that's at the most.
Langer. You're just playing the dead nose head ACAP control again?
Yeah, probably a little extra control-ish, we're thinking.
Sure.
Straight
Good
back
control.
double, sit 2. Even if you don't make the double, you sit 2, and it makes Mark Kean earn it.
Seen it?
Kevin Cooey, his last.
Whoa. 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 Yep. Yep. Whoa.
Now some late licks.
Whoa.
Kennedy.
Whoa.
Hebert got the line to touch it. No.
Sorry, Brent. That's okay. Sorry, Kev. Good shot.
Jeez, that's a real good throw, man. Real good. Deserve better there.
Could have been worse.
It's only for 2, yeah.
You want to try and throw less weight?
You know, I don't think you're sticking with half rock.
No, I don't think so either. Same weight then?
Sure.
Was that? It was here on the last one, right?
He'd really
yeah,
love
you're
to score 3. The way the score is, you could do it with a really soft weight, but the problem is with soft weight, you might not get one of them other, and then you lose the
Throwing
game.
the
The
exact
other
same
problem
thing,
is if you hit this a little thin, it could go back this way. So I think they've decided to throw some speed at it, Cheryl.
They have, yeah. Just
Play the double.
straight double for 2.
I don't think it's there for 3. No, I don't either.
For 2 marks, same weight, or?
I'm going to throw a little more.
Okay.
Okay. Same throw, just more weight.
Yep.
Well, they had to work hard to hold the first one. So there is the thought here, if they throw it a little, give it a little more weight.
Yeah, because if it over curls, they miss the shot rock. They're 4 down.
think it'll help it being on the other side of the line.
Final stone.
Whoa, close.
Double might bring a couple into play.
What's the jam here?
It's close.
Angle it back. Oh, and he stuffed it.
Good.
And the hands will come out. And Alberta, to the cheer, the crowd here at the Saddle Dome are going to win their first. Make the final 7-3. And Alberta now 1-2. Ontario 2-1. And a very impressive performance by the entire team. Kevin Cooey, Mark Kennedy, Brent Lang, and Ben Hebert. And so they move from the ranks of the winless to 1-2, leaving the Territories the only winless team. Jamie Cooey at 0-3. So after a struggling first two draws, a smiling and much healthier Kevin Cooey after suffering food poisoning yesterday. Very impressive. And Kevin Cooey at 93% wins it 7-3. The game story brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella. With Ava and Lila, Kevin Cooey celebrates a win and a hug for Dad.
The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Purex Bathroom Tissue. Purex, 90 years of pure comfort. And by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Well, it's time now for the M&M Meat Shop's Final End Challenge. And the secret word is salmon. So right after the game, go to finalend.ca and enter that secret word salmon for a chance to win an all-expense-paid trip for two to the 2016 Brier in Ottawa. And it's going to be the win for Prince Edward Island, and they are on to the field of 12.
PEI colors mean a little bit more to me. Huge honor always representing your province, and I'm very proud to be from PEI and really excited to kind of show the rest of Canada what we can do.
It's a really strong field. I personally like it. This year there's numerous teams that are ranked in the top 20 in the world. So I think it will be very tight at the end to get a playoff spots, and that's perfect like that.
And that is the game we will have for you tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern Time. There is no morning draw, and there is only one game tomorrow that you'll see on TSN because of Trade Center, the NHL trade deadline. So we'll just have the one game tomorrow. Jean-Michel Menard against Adam Casey when we join you again at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, if you would like to see the conclusion of Prince Edward Island against BC, we'll ask you to go to TSN 3 and 5. So thank you for joining us here on a Sunday night. The Tim Hortons Brier from Calgary. Once again, Prince Edward Island, BC, TSN 3 and 5. So till we talk with you again tomorrow, thank you for joining us here on Canada's sports leader, TSN. Sports Center is next.